What's up, Scorpio? This is Soul from Intuitive Tarot here to take a look at 2025 6-month predictions for you. Scorpio, I hope all is well. In order to do those messages here, I'm using the HIVE Tarot 4, all major arcanas. This is just an exclusive deck that's involving all major arcanas created by 22 artists here. I did go ahead and reverse some cards here, but I think I reordered them when I, did Libra's video. Oh my God, I don't feel bad. It's just what it is, Like I said, how things turn out. In between these recordings, I have a tendency to either, be interrupted by phone calls or something else that distracts me, and the cards end up in the opposite direction. So, it doesn't even matter. I haven't changed anything since I stopped recording Libras. So let's just get into your messages for the month. And so what I'm going to do is, during the first 6 months here, Scorpio, I decided these are very large cards, so it was impossible for me to do the entire year and get everything in frame. But I'm going to throw some cards here from Lenormand, Lenormand cards here that was created by Paris de Bono. There's only 20 cards here. And even doing that, I thought about it later on, because you really don't read these cards in, single or by themselves. It's usually done in pairs. But I feel that, one card on each top of the major arcana could be in support of that major arcana for the month and play out. So given enough information, I do believe. So anyway, we're going to do that. I don't even know what's been reversed or reversed back to this, upright position, but we're just going to cleanse the energy here from doing Libra's messages here and see what's coming up for Scorpio in 2026, the first 6 months. And as I do it, the first card is going to represent January, February, and so on. Okay. All right, energies for Scorpio. Oh, and Scorpio, Happy New Year's. Oh my gosh, I'm sitting up here talking about New Year's energies. I didn't wish you guys a Happy New Year. So happy, safe, and prosperous New Year's for my Scorpios. Energies for Scorpios. What is the predictive energies? Okay, that's good enough shuffle. Since it's only 22 cards, I'm just cutting once. And we're going to begin the energies for Scorpio. Lay the cards down here. And then first month here, Scorpio, what is the focus for you? And we have the moon, okay? I think Libra opened up with the moon. So there are some changes. Rightfully so. New Year's 2024 is ending, will be ending. 2025 is about to open up. I always talk about a cycle of energy moving away from you, and a new cycle is about to begin. But there also could be some other changes that could represent a focus for you in the month of January. Now, since this here represents you're part of this energy, specifically Pisces and also Cancer, it's, water energy. It's the moon, and it represents emotion. So depending on what's going on with you, January could turn out to be a very highly emotional month for you in a good way, or it can turn out to be the complete opposite. So my advice is to just make sure that when January approaches, whatever's going on in your life, Scorpio, that you are putting your emotions in check. Okay, making sure that they're not too high, not too low. You want to strike a balance in the middle. So I did mention there is a cycle of energy moving away from you. A new cycle is about to begin. Also, in the month of January, there could be something illuminated for you that was hidden from you prior. So this is revelations. Of course, when it comes to relationships, specifically romantic, likes and crushes come forward. We have that. Anything that was kept or shielded from you, or you did not have privy or knowledge to that information or any subject, is coming to you in the month of January. All right. February, the month of Valentine's Day. Let's see what the focus is going to be for you. And it's the Tower. Okay. Not to despair. Cancer received the Tower. And, when the Tower shows up here, it is a force of energy here. And matter of fact, they received the Tower in their February month as well. So, wow. Ooh. some irony shit. All right, so the Tower is always about something shocking and devastating that could occur, but because it lands in the month of Valentine's Day, it can't go without saying that there could be a shakeup or breakup with, romantic partners. This is usually the universe speaking, all right? And trying to get our attention for real. Outside of the energies related to wars and, inclement weather, earthquakes, and, gunfire and shit like that. This is how I regard the Tower. In most cases, it's usually the universe that shocks the system. So there may be something that's going on with you, Scorpio, and to really turn the energy into a positive message, even from the Tower, right? This could be something that shocks you into motivation to do something that you have not otherwise been motivated to do. Okay, so it's a wake-up call. I'm reading this Tower as possibly the shock energy that, if it personally affects you, it's a wake-up call to do something. The universe, usually if you sit idly by it and not do anything, and it could almost be attached to any situation going on in your life, Scorpio, when I'm talking about, okay, let me find a quick analogy here to give you. Say if you wanted to jumpstart a project, say if you wanted to make a move, but you've been apprehensive or, indecisive. Say if you wanted to enter into a relationship, but you weren't still dealing with some sort of fears or, again, apprehension, then the moon, I'm sorry, the Tower comes in to shock you into putting you into placement, okay? Getting you up off of your ass to do something. So you can look at it that way as opposed to anything, coming in to affect you on a personal level in terms of destruction. Now, that's still energy that could play out because, like I always say, in terms of my honest reading to all of you guys here, the Tower is uncontrollable. You cannot control it. All right. Just note that, you can use that message that I just said to you in the month of February to be your focus, that there might be something around you or happening or occurring with you that you need to get your ass in gear about. Okay. And then that universe, that Tower comes right in there to boom you to get you motivated. All right. So that's how I'm reading that. Yeah. Your focus on your focus of energy in March possibly will be the Fool. And so the Fool is all about new beginnings here. Okay. Having to release the fear, release the hesitancy, apprehension. Step out there into the unknown here, Scorpio, in the month of February. There may be something that you wanted to always do. Again, now, even though I'm reading these cards individually, month per month, these energies all could be connected. So if you're dealing with the Tower's energy here, something that comes in, specifically the universe, to shake you up, wake you up, to get you motivated. Here's the new beginning right here in the next month, okay? So the Tower comes in to, basically to do its job, to get your ass motivated, moving. And here's the new beginning. And so it could be for any Scorpio out there who already has some plans to start something new or begin something new. That's okay. For the other Scorpios, you may not have any things planned or lined up. There's still an element or an aspect of something new in terms of a beginning happening for you in the month of March. All right. This is also seeking some sort of venture, excitement, changes. We have the moon. Changes are occurring for Scorpio in 2025. Things shake us up in 2025. Then there's, after the dust is settled, there's something new that's arriving. In the month of April here for you, Scorpio, we have the World. There we go. Opportunities. The World card represents opportunities that could come to you that are foreseen or unseen. This is a chapter of energy, definitely, around you that is ending. A new chapter, Scorpio, is about to open up or begin. That is usually related to positive energy. The World card here represents relationships of all kinds as well. Okay, so I'm just looking at the sequence of these cards and how the Moon represents changes. The Tower shakes us up. The Fool gives us an opportunity for new beginnings. And here's the opportunities that follow the new beginnings, the Fool, the World card. In your month of May, Scorpio, your focus is going to be on trusting your intuition. We have now the High Priestess. Okay, the High Priestess is here. With the Moon being present in this spread, anything that was shielded from you, you get to know. Okay, the Moon reveals what the High Priestess has been keeping or shielding. Now, that could be you keeping or shielding energies from someone, but they get to know it. Or you get to know something that someone was shielding or keeping from you. This High Priestess here represents relationships, but also, too, most importantly, in the month of May, there may be something specific that the High Priestess is requesting or requiring you, Scorpio, to have a little bit more patience with. Okay, whatever that energy may be, that is your focus. Trust in your intuition, those inner voices, gut feelings. You have to believe what you get the first time because that's the correct answer, always. All right. All right, so in June, to round off this 6-month prediction energy here for you, we're going to finish off with the Devil. So now in June, some of the focus here for some Scorpios that I'm reading for will be having to deal with, again, the Devil is always about having to address personal bad habits that we just keep repeating. Now, that could be you, Scorpio, who, for instance, you're cigarette smoking, you're weed smoking, you're drinking too much, and you want to cut back or cut out. But the devil keeps luring you back in. Something is keeping you back in. That's the devil casting that energy out there to you. So there's symbols here and any other tarot deck. They usually have two people chained together, but these are two symbols. They're still chained. We want to break the chains and the bonds or whatever the devil's cast of energy is, placing over us. All right. So this is still anything. For some of you in the month of June could be the focus of unrequited love, could be addictions, drinking, smoking, gambling. Of course, it may not be you, maybe those people that you are connected to, but the connection to those people, if they are suffering from any types of addiction, it's the relationship that you have with them that's affecting or impacting the situation. It also could relate to any forms of obsession over something or someone. Yes, it could also relate to anything in excess when it comes to, sexual energy. It could be pornography, FWBs, whatever that energy is. Something could be making you feel good at the time, but knowing in the long term that it's not healthy for you. So it could include toxic energy. So your toxic relationships that you have with others. It could be your work environment. It could be your community. It could be your home. Okay. So there is some issues here in the month of June that Scorpio needs to address to rid themselves of. Either it's dealing with personal bad habits or it's energy that relates to people that you are connected to, and they're the ones who are doing the suffering. But the relationship, again, that you have with them is suffering. All right. So yes, that is the devil here. All right. So from the Lenormand deck that was created by Paris the Bono, I'm just going to throw one card to give additional messages on each of these major arcanas, and they may play out along with the major arcanas that they land on. All right. So what is the additional message here for Scorpio? What is the additional message here for Scorpio for 2025 predictions? All right, here we go, Scorpio. So the first card that's going to land on the moon, major arcana, you have the lily. Okay, so the lily is actually pretty good. The lily represents sexual attraction. It represents actual flowers. You could be receiving actual flowers. In January, it represents beauty, represents someone possibly considering retirement. Okay. Desires. It also represents an offering. An offering could come from any source that relates to possibly a job offer, contract offer, any types of, it could be a business offer, some sort of offering that may be presented to you in the month of January. That is the lily's expression. Okay, on the tower, maybe we'll get a little bit more information as to why the tower landed specifically on February. And yep, there we go. There's the cross, burdens. Okay, so the cross represents burdens, guilt, repression, things, from your past that seem to creep up, blockages, endings, represents endings. So this very well may have a strong significance for Scorpio, and the theme in February is about blockages, endings, having to deal with some sort of guilt or repression, remorse. It's still, even though the cross is really like negative in this type of energy here, it still could represent anything related to spirituality or religion. Okay. Wow. All right. So in your March, the card that lands on the Fool is the Scythe. The Scythe is always about indecisiveness, having to cut out or cut away from something, Scorpio, in the month of March. So indecisiveness, having to cut out or cut away from something or someone, and then also to paying attention in handling sharp instruments or objects. Okay, that is the Scythe. For April, on the World card, we have the Key, which is always about opportunities. See, the World card, opportunities. And this is no different. It could represent a physical key, an actual key, and more importantly, though, it opens up an opportunity for something new to occur. So this is a new opportunity that might be taking place for many Scorpios out there in the month of April. And it lands on the World card, the card of opportunities. Wow. Let's see what happens. All right, in the month of May, on the High Priestess, our focus is on luck. The clovers always represent luck. New life energy could represent, money and opportunity, lucky chances. It does represent, in my readings, it does represent bisexuality, lucky and lucky in love, lucky in sexual partners. Clover is very powerful here, but it's all about that luck. All right, so that is the month of. Oh, I dropped the cards. In the month of May. All right, so the last card that I have for you, Scorpio, on the month of June, on that Devil, we have the Stars, which is equivalent to the Star card in the tarot. So, hopes, wishes, and dreams becoming fulfilled, manifested, things that related to the sky, social media, social networking. What else? Could be many or multiple options that open up to you in the month of June. I already mentioned anything related to wishes or hopes. Yeah, anything related to wishes or hopes coming to fruition. All right, so this is what I have for you. Scorpio, in the first 6 months, again, this is just me giving you my predictive stance. Take what's going to work for you, leave the rest alone. The second half I'll do either late May or early June, from July to December, and we'll go from there. But I do want to wish you all, moving forward, a very happy and prosperous, safe 2025. Okay? Always come back to get more of these messages from me, Scorpio, and I will talk to you soon. Ciao.